It's a case 4 years in the making. Two Virginia colleges challenging a ban on certain advertisements in on-campus publications. Now a state civil rights group is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to take the case. Insight's Chris Davis has more on why the High Court might want to weigh in on the decision.
Alcohol ads are everywhere. Well, pretty much everywhere. One place you won't find them, Virginia college newspapers.
I like that photo a lot.
But since 2006, Virginia Tech and the University of Virginia have been fighting the ABC board for their right to print alcohol ads.
We were initially successful in our lawsuit.
Rebecca Glenberg is representing the two schools pro bono for the Virginia ACLU. She says the state can't restrict advertising
unless the restriction is substantially and directly related to a substantial government interest.
That interest, according to the state, is reducing underage and binge drinking on college campuses. But Glenberg isn't buying it.
I think the evidence is quite clear that the regulations have no such effect.
Even the courts are divided on the issue. After winning in district court, then losing the state's appeal, Glenberg is headed to the Supreme Court with the First Amendment in hand to fight the ban.
It discriminates against college media by prohibiting them from publishing things that can be published by other newspapers.
So in that sense, it seems like they're arbitrarily regulating speech.
That's Ross Lawrence. He's the editor-in-chief of the Cavalier Daily, the student paper at UVA, and one of the plaintiffs in the case.
I think we're reaching far fewer underage drinkers than a lot of other publications are. I think we're just sort of an easy target.
A target that can't really afford to take the hit.
Some colleges in Virginia provide money for on-campus newspapers. But here at UVA, the Cavalier Daily doesn't get any money through the school, which makes their advertising dollars even more important.
Back at home, VCU's Commonwealth Times isn't part of the legal battle.
That'd be sweet.
But executive editor Erica Tarini says the focus is on civil rights.
Obviously, that's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear about the issue, like, oh, First Amendment, where did that go?
That's what the ACLU is wondering. But the Supreme Court takes very few cases. Glenberg hopes the disagreement between lower courts will help push the issue through. But for now, the ban stands. For VCU Insight, I'm Chris Davis.
It'll still be a few months before the court decides whether or not it's going to take the case. But if it does, Glenberg says the issue should be resolved within the year.